The Idealist Quantum View of Consciousness by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. The study of consciousness has been a topic of great interest and debate in both philosophical and scientific circles. The nature of consciousness and its relationship to the physical world has been a subject of much speculation and inquiry. One of the most intriguing and controversial perspectives on consciousness is the Idealist quantum view, which posits that consciousness is fundamental to the nature of reality and that quantum mechanics plays a crucial role in understanding its nature. The Idealist quantum view of consciousness has its root in both idealist philosophy and quantum mechanics. Idealism, as a philosophical perspective, asserts that reality is fundamentally mental or spiritual in nature, and that the physical world is in some sense dependent on consciousness for its existence. This perspective has been articulated by philosophers such as George Berkeley, who famously argued that to be is to be perceived, and that the existence of the physical world is contingent upon the perception of it by conscious minds. The idealist perspective has also been a central tenet of various Eastern philosophical traditions, such as Advaita Vedanta and Mahayana Buddhism, which assert that the ultimate nature of reality is non-dual, and that consciousness is the ground of all being. Quantum mechanics, on the other hand, is the branch of physics that deals with the behaviour of particles at the atomic and subatomic levels. Quantum mechanics has revolutionised our understanding of the nature of reality, challenging classical notions of determinism and materialism. One of the most famous aspects of quantum mechanics is the principle of superposition, which asserts that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until they are observed or measured, at which point their wave function collapses into a single state. This has led to a number of interpretive challenges and philosophical implications, including the role of the observer in the process of measurement and the nature of reality at the quantum level. The idealist quantum view of consciousness emerges at the intersection of these two perspectives, proposing that consciousness is not merely an epiphenomenon of the physical brain, but rather a fundamental aspect of reality that is intimately connected to the quantum nature of the universe. This perspective has been articulated by a number of contemporary thinkers, including physicist and philosopher Henry Stapp, who has proposed a quantum theory of mind that seeks to integrate quantum mechanics with our understanding of consciousness. One of the central implications of the idealist quantum view of consciousness is its potential resolution of the mind-body problem, which has been a central concern of both philosophy and neuroscience. The mind-body problem revolves around the question of how consciousness relates to the physical body and the brain. The idealist quantum view proposes that consciousness is not reducible to the activity of the brain, but rather that the brain serves as a mediator or interface through which consciousness interacts with the physical world. This perspective challenges the traditional materialist view of the mind-body relationship, which posits that consciousness is an emergent property of the brain and its activity. Instead, the idealist quantum view suggests that consciousness is fundamental and irreducible, and that the physical world is in some sense dependent on consciousness for its existence. This has profound implications for our understanding of the nature of the self, the nature of perception, and the relationship between mind and body. From a scientific perspective, the idealist quantum view raises a number of intriguing questions about the nature of observation and measurement in quantum mechanics. If consciousness plays a fundamental role in the collapse of the wave function, as some proponents of this perspective suggest, then it has profound implications for our understanding of the nature of reality at the quantum level. It also raises questions about the nature of the observer and the relationship between the subjective experience of consciousness and the objective world of physical phenomena. The idealist quantum view of consciousness also has profound metaphysical implications for our understanding of the nature of reality itself. If consciousness is fundamental to the nature of reality, then it suggests that the physical world is not the ultimate reality, but rather a manifestation of consciousness in some form. This challenges traditional materialist and dualistic perspectives, which assert that the physical world is the primary reality, and that consciousness is either a byproduct of physical processes or a separate substance. From an idealist quantum perspective, the physical world is in some sense dependent on consciousness for its existence, and that the ultimate nature of reality is mental or spiritual in nature. This has profound implications for our understanding of the nature of existence, the nature of causality, and the relationship between the individual and the cosmos. It also raises questions about the nature of time, space, and the nature of reality beyond the constraints of our ordinary perception. The idealist quantum view of consciousness presents a radical and proactive perspective on the nature of consciousness and its relationship to the physical world. It challenges traditional materialist and dualist perspectives and proposes a vision of reality in which consciousness is fundamental and irreducible. This perspective has profound implications for our understanding of the mind-body problem, the nature of observation in quantum mechanics, and the metaphysical nature of reality itself. While the idealist quantum view raises a number of challenging questions and implications, it also offers a rich and fertile ground for further exploration and inquiry into the nature of consciousness and the nature of reality.